Alright, we are in game 1 of round 2. This hand is incredibly slow. Um, we'd really have to draw out of this hand. Parasitic Implant's pretty good. Obviously, the Enslave is going to be pretty strong for us. Enslave and the Splicer will be pretty good. Can we keep this hand? I didn't see that fast of a start from him. So I'm not too worried about keeping this. He's infect, but he's kind of like a weird infect with the 4/3 sacrifice a creature green guys. So we'll go ahead and keep this. It's a high mana hand, but we do have 4 lands in it. The spells that we have are pretty strong, and we have a good chance to draw out of this. Unless our opponent gets off to a fast start, then I think that we're going to be okay with this hand. Okay, so we get a Carabas Forger. So again, planning on drawing 2 drops. I mean, it's never really that great of a plan, but when you do, it definitely works out. We should be able to get some damage in here or hold off any early infect creatures, or at least keep toe-to-toe with them. So we're going to get a hit in here. We're going to get to Parasitic Implant, whatever he gets down next. Just want to draw into some more land, so we at least 1 more land, so we can get this Tangle off the next turn, and then hopefully 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so Blind Zealot. Interesting. We can't block it anyway, so we might as well attack. But is that something we want a Parasitic Implant? He'll get a 2-for-1 if he does that, because he'll just sack it to kill this Forger. So I'm not going to go ahead and put that implant down right now. Plus, we might need to use it for something a little bit more scary. If he wants to use this to kill our Forger after we got 4 damage in with it, and force him to use his 3-drop and a pretty good creature, then I think that we consider that to be pretty much in our favor. It'll also help protect our Bellowing Tangle. See if he does this. Nope, decides not to. That's a pretty good play on his part. Okay. Interesting. So we can actually block this Zealot now. We'll go ahead and attack with this Forger. Since he didn't sacrifice the Zealot before, he's either going to have to lose the Imp, take the 2 damage, or... So he just takes the 2 damage like we thought he would. And we're going to go for the Gusto here because we're going to be using our mana hopefully the next couple of turns. So we're going to pay 4 life for this. This locks down that Zealot. Again, hopefully. Gets us a little closer to Metalcraft. That's a ways away. The Imp is threatening like it always does, but hopefully we'll be able to enslave that. Really the only decent target for enslave. He'll sacrifice it, so that'll make that tricky. But okay, so no play. Okay, so here we can swing with both. I can implant on the Imp. No, he can attack with the Zealot if I attack with the this guy. Hate being stuck at this land, but we're gonna have to make do. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack with the Forger here, knowing he's probably got a trick, but I'd rather him do it now. Okay, so he just blocks there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and implant then, because I think that he's probably gonna be counting on this Imp, given that state of play. And looks like we're going to lose. Okay, there's the carrying call. So at least now with this Imp, we're going to force him to use it now or lose it. And of course, he should definitely sacrifice it to itself before it comes back around to my turn, because that way he denies me that 1/1. Oh no, he's just gonna kill the implant. That sucked. Okay, well now we have to get this spider down. Yeah, we're gonna take this damage. We really need to get this spider down this turn. Carapace is not gonna do it for us in any way, shape, or form. Oh man. Okay, well he can only do. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can actually, if he casts another creature, he can kill us if we attack here. And I'm almost certain he's got another creature. Maybe make him sweat it here, because we're not going to win if we just do nothing. So I'm going to swing in here, see if I can't force him into a scary block. Nope, he just takes it as he should. That essentially is our only hope, is that he either attacks without casting something. But now here comes something, I'm sure. Yep, and that is going to be game. Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't draw any land that we needed. We drew a little bit of action, but mostly, unfortunately, we just drew more expensive spells. That is the danger of keeping a hand like we kept. So we weren't really that pressured by them, but we ended up getting screwed just the same. Wing puncture. I mean, there was the flesh eater. We didn't really see much else, but black tends to have a few good flyers. Green, not so much. Verdict is okay against infect, but I think we're just going to go ahead and keep the way it is. Definitely needed to get that acid web spider down. Sorry if you heard that crunch. It's me enjoying a party pizza. Let's see. No, I think I like the way that the deck's built right now. The closest courier might be okay, but there's not really. I mean, I need a 3-drop, but there's not really anything I'd like to take out for it. The lack of 3-drops is kind of mitigated by the fact that we do have the 2 mirrors that help out to get to our 4-drops faster. But unfortunately, that was not the case in this last game. But him getting rid of that parasitic implant really, really hurt us. Clearly. Okay, Carapace Forager, Emissary, Tangle. This is a pretty good hand, so no moles. I think we're going to lead out with an Emissary here. It's better for it to die than the Forager. The Forager, we can actually have it come down as a 4/4 at some point in the game. Uh, and more than likely, it's going to be we're going to trade whatever we cast first with something. And if this is the Emissary, that's going to give us a little bit of an advantage, especially in getting that Tangle out of turn early. So yeah, we'll definitely get the Emissary down first. Okay, we'll go ahead and pause while we're waiting for our opponent. Sorry. Alright, here he is. Okay, more land, which is not really what we want. More land again. Oops. Trying to fake that we have some growth there. But I actually need green to do that and cast my Forger. Okay, so right now I'm okay with trading either one of these guys with that NIM. Although not so much anymore. However, I will drop this on the Forger and swing with that. That gets us closer to the Metalcraft on it. Keeps it a viable creature on the board. Turns it into a super viable creature if he wants to trade with it there. If he doesn't trade, then he's going to take a lot of damage from it. And the Emissary will obviously get us land, which he doesn't know if that's useful to us or not, but he doesn't know that that's not really that useful to us. So we might reevaluate that next turn. Well, actually, next turn we're casting the Tangle, so we're definitely keeping it on the Forger for at least one more turn. But that was just a good draw for us right there. It gave us an outlet for our 4 mana. Made the Forager a lot harder to block, and the Emissary is always a tough one to block. And again, the Bellowing Tangle is going to be really a pain in his ass, provided he doesn't get an infect green guy. That would really suck. The 2/3, the Cis Bearer, that'd be really annoying here. But we'll see what he does here with this Nim. Okay, he's definitely swinging at the Nim. So he's got to keep his aggression up, or we'll just be able to overwhelm him with his Carapace. So let's see what he plays here. Skinrender on the Forger. That's going to hurt, but it's not the end of the world. We're going to get our... So the Skinrender is actually be taken out of the game here, kind of, because we don't really care about the damage. And it's not going to be able to block effectively until he can get rid of this Bellowing. So we'll still be able to attack for 3 here. We'll be able to attack for a lot more. And provided he doesn't lay any green or artifact creatures, he won't be able to really block it, putting us in a pretty good position. Okay, so he's got the skin render still up. It's a little distressing. Okay, that would suggest to me that he has a way to killing this bellowing guy. If I move the carapace, I'm going to lose the forger anyway. What to do, what to do. I think I just got to get aggressive here and attack. Actually kind of running out of options as far as what to do. And he might just not be aggressive with the skin render just because he's, in fact, and he's not really thinking about attacking me with damage, even though the skin render blocking isn't really doing much except maybe giving me pause. But yeah, this is carrying call is not that bad, actually. It could be a lot worse. It's going to go to 8. I'm going to get my land here. But I do get rid of 2 of his guys. It's not as bad as it could be. He didn't get rid of the bellowing. So he's still going to have a problem with me being able to block. We'll go ahead and, I guess since we have the dross, we'll get... Well, we're not going to be able to use all that black for that anyway. It doesn't really matter, so we'll get another forest. Just to thin out that deck. Definitely do not want to see it. Can't move this over without losing our guy here. Although, right now it's only giving us 1, it could be giving us 2. We're not getting Metalcraft on it anytime soon. Although I would be kicking myself if he got some sort of verdict or something. So we're just going to go ahead and lay another land out because the more land we play, depending on what we draw, we can have the mana to move the carapace next turn anyway. Again, he is whittling us down pretty well with this Nim. And now he attacks with the Skin Render because he knows he can't block with it. So we got 2 attacks on him, but he's also got 2 attacks on us. Ours are going first, though. Oh, he gets a proliferate creature. That is deadly for us. And it also can block the bellowing. That can be really bad. Okay, so I think what we have to do here, move the carapace over because we can't attack with either if our guy's not bigger. Attack for 5 here. Okay, so now the bellowing by himself is active. We'll put the carapace forger up. We'll move the carapace over to him. Do we have to block this turn? No, we don't. Unless he's got some sort of pump, in which case we're probably going to be screwed anyway. So I don't want to block this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and use the mana this turn to move the Carapace Forger over. We won't be able to block, but we weren't going to block with him anyway. We're not worried about damage from the Plague Maw. We just want to make both of these guys lethal next turn. So unless he has another artifact creature or a way to pump this infect, then we probably win this game. Or another green creature, I should say. It is going to be very, very close. Okay, another land, so if this attack does not work, then we are screwed. Oh, Glister Scorn hits us. And that will do it because the Nim will take us out next turn for sure. Yep, that's it. That is the match. That is the game. So we definitely had some really bad hands in this whole draft. And we ended up doing okay in the first round, drawing out of it, but not very well in the second round. So that's the first draft I've done in a while, and thanks for listening.